Yes, I already know we're late uploading this video. Video should have been out yesterday. My apologies, things happen. You know how stuff happens, but enjoy the footage anyway. What's going on? I'm B. Adams. Thanks once again for tuning into the channel. Yes, you see we are here reporting live from the mechanic shop. You know we got some things to do. Because we left off at an interesting point the last time we were here. First off, you know I gotta say, if you haven't done so already, get down, smash the subscribe button. Yes, right now, get down, smash the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you'll be one of the first to know when we drop something new, baby. If you've been keeping up with us on our journey into No Prep RC car drag racing, then you know the last time we were here, well, not here in the mechanic shop, but when we were at the track and we laid down that new personal best, baby. 232, newbies on the ride, baby. We also had a host of other things going wrong with the car. Things that we left the track with that we have to fix today. Not only that, I gotta fill you all in on everything that I did not capture on camera the last time when we were at the track that Mike Taylor did to my car to dial everything in that I didn't get because the GoPro cut off. Really gonna have to look into this GoPro cutting off thing. I don't know what that's about. Gotta find out what that's about, because it always somehow cuts off at a pivotal moment in our career. Stuff that we needed to see on camera, it cuts off. And no, it's not me cutting the camera off. Trust me, I would want to have that stuff that we don't have every time it cuts off on camera. So no, it's not me cutting the camera off. We just gotta figure out what that's about. We're always figuring out something over here. All right, we got a few things ahead of us to knock out in this video, so let's stop yapping at the gums and get into it, baby. Let's go, baby. Yeah, look who it is. This is what you don't see. The co-captain dropping stuff off to me so I could do all the work myself with no help, for no thanks. Yeah, look at the bag. Yeah. He don't even give me in the bag. Give it to me in a bag, the big drop off. This is how the Phantom Menace gets his car done right here. This is how it all comes together. This is what you don't see. Back in the mechanic shop, and you see we got our bad girl sitting pretty up on the lift. All right, let's get into it. Time to explain everything that happened off camera. Well, it was supposed to be on camera, but the GoPro cut off. Time to explain everything that happened when the camera cut off while I was at the track testing and tuning when we ran that new personal best. That 232, baby. If you remember the last time we were here with our bad girl in the mechanic shop up on the lift, we had a host of things that we had to fix with the car. Starting with this diff right here that, well, this is the new diff, but that old diff that I smoked the time before I was at Test and Tune Day up at Great Lakes. Smoked that diff, so I had to get the new and improved G2 version. Got that. Put the whole shebang together like I thought I was being instructed to, and it turns out when I got to the track, Mike Taylor checked the whole car and said, you over tighten these screws to this case. The exact wording I got was, it's just plastic. You ain't gotta tighten them that tight. It's just plastic. There were also other screws in the rear suspension and the chassis that I had too tight too. So we had to go through and get all of that together. Definitely learned a valuable lesson of how not to over tighten your screws. And pay attention as you're screwing them in to know if you're over tightening them or not. After that, we basically had to test and tune this wheelie bar. We had to run the car, tune the wheelie bar, run the car, tune the wheelie bar. It was too high, too low. We had to test, tune, run specifically for the wheelie bar to make sure the wheelie bar was at its correct height for this car, what I'm running. Then, Mr. Mike Taylor and him telling me everything I'm supposed to know about setting up my front shock suspension and everything, that all of the great information he's giving me and all of the game and everything that I definitely appreciate. Mike, you forgot to tell me to move my front shocks over one hole. I still had the front shocks, I think it's in the middle maybe, I don't know. I still had it in the factory setting hole, wherever it came factory. He forgot to tell me that I should have moved this over one. Well, after we had a little back and forth about that, we finally got it in the correct position. And as you know, I did change the toe, the rear toe on this car from what came from the factory. I'm not sure if it was a, 3.5 inward. I changed this to, a 1.5? 1.5. So basically changing the toe going inward to straightening the wheels out more straight on either side. Quickly found out that change of the toe definitely makes the car faster. If you pay attention to the last video, the pass that I took after I set my new personal best, that 232, if you look at the pass after that, I didn't get a complete pass, but if you see how fast the car was moving down the line, that's why we were saying that was a 22s pass. This car was moving. It was moving. So yeah, that definitely helped out a lot. Other than Mike taking control of the car and ripping it down the track a few times, I think that may be it for what you missed when the GoPro cut off. Now, on to what's broken that we have to fix. Newbies on the rise might be scratching their head at this one, just looking off eyeball, but you pros that know already know what's going on. Don't know newbies? Let me fill you in. This rear mount right here, it doesn't look a little funny. It doesn't look like it's sitting too high at an angle. And then this right here. Why am I able to do this? Why am I able to pull this up and down like something is not connected? Well, let me show you what we have going on here. Taking our rear body mount and sitting it to the side, because that is not the problem. No, the problem is down in here. And it has something to do with these two screws right here and this situation. You see the hole right there? Let me explain to you the gift and the curse. That hole right there connects to the transfer case, which goes through and connects to our slipper and motor mount post right here behind this whole situation shebang bang. That long screw that I took out and said that was binding the motor and I threw it away, well, that is the screw that goes through here and helps to keep this down. Well, I guess because these two screws are the other screws that are holding this in down here, well, they are too short and they have stripped out, causing this whole situation to rise, causing the body mount to rise, causing the body on the car to rise, and throwing everything off. And the very simple reason that they even did that in the first place is because we were out there testing, tuning to adjust the wheelie bar. Hit the gas at the launch, wheelie bar goes down, pops this up, and this is what we have now. I'm telling you, every time it seems like we getting ahead, we got to go 2 steps back with something else we got to fix. And that right there is why we are newbies on the rise, baby. Newbies on the rise. We represent the newbies on the rise. Cause over here at the I'm Driving Mechanic and Custom Shop, we always break it. You know what we do. We break it, we buy it, we replace it, we break it again, we alter it, we break it some more, we figure out how to fix it, then well, I'm pretty sure we're gonna break it again. Good thing about us though, over here, we always got a solution to the problem. And this is an easy fix. This is an easy fix. I'm basically going to take these short screws out and I'm going to put longer screws in to be able to go all the way down to the bottom of that thread and lock this in. Well, at least that's the plan. So, fingers crossed. I hope it works. And voila, she's back. No muss, no fuss, just us, baby. We got those old screws out of there that were too short for the job. And what I did was, in testing out of our handy dandy kit over here, I started with this screw, which ended up being too long for the job. And I had to dial it down, dial her back a little bit, and put 2 of these in here that were, yep, just enough what we need, just enough, fit right and tight in there, and that situation got us back down like we are supposed to. Now the rear body mount is sitting back even and not cocked up the way it was. Now all we gotta do is keep our fingers crossed and hope that this is a solution to the problem. Next thing we gotta tackle is our wheelie bar wheel situation. If you remember last time I told you we were at the track, we lost this tire off of the wheelie bar wheel, which is now a little beat up. Yep, she's got a little wear and tear on her now. We've broken her in officially already. Wow. When I first got this little shebang bang, I did not know that I was supposed to glue the tire on the wheel. Did not know that. Didn't know that. Well, now that I know that, and I'm glad that we found the tire at the track when we lost that tire so we can be able to do this, we're gonna do that today, right now. Glued on and ready to go, baby. And we did stick some bearing oil in there. We stuck some of that bearing oil so we can get that thing turning and burning like it's supposed to. Next thing we gonna tackle on the list is something we already spent our money on. We gonna put these dog bones in. We gonna put these rear CVA bones in. Get those old joints up out of there and get these new joints in there, baby. Get the new hotness in and get the old busted joint out. And boom, bam, they're out of there. We are also going to take a look at some of this nastiness in here while we have those dry shafts off. Clean this up. And I know you all are looking at these like, why are you changing your drive shaft, sir? There's nothing wrong with these. Well, just keep watching throughout the video. We have plans for these. We have something that we have to do in cases of emergency. Well, that emergency came today. Cleared out and cleaned out. Got everything out of there. Got all that gunk, grime, dirt cleaned up off of there. Got the bearings out of there. Got the out drives out, clean the out drives all out. Got the gunk, grime, got the dirt, all of that up out of there. Fun fact real quick, these bearings right here that go on the inner side of this hub right here, these are the same size bearings as the bearings that go right on the ends of those diff cups and the inside of that case. It's the same size bearing that we already have, that we already bought before. And you wanna know why I know this, how I figured this out? Because I bought some more thinking I was gonna replace the bearings, not knowing they was the same size. Got home, figured out I already had them. And then I did not know that this bearing would be a different size than this bearing. This bearing goes on the outer side right here. Did not know that, because when I looked it up, it definitely said these bearings were supposed to be the same size. I'll just put that on me for not looking in there and making sure and seeing that these were not the same size before I got back home from the hop shop. So now the only option that I have right now is to replace this bearing, and we're just gonna clean this one off. We're gonna clean these off. They don't look that bad. They look like they just need a good cleaning. And we'll put those back in and we'll replace these at a later date. Back together, baby. We got that new bearing on the inside and we got that cleaned up bearing on the outside. I'm telling you, that bearing don't look that bad. We're gonna work it out. What we got for now. Shout out to our can of WD-40 for cleaning up that entire situation and getting that back together. And if you're wondering why I'm going with these team associated rear CVA bones instead of buying some more Team Losi Racing, well, for one, Mike sold me these at the track, so I didn't have a brand preference. I knew they worked, so I got them. But the reason he's using the Team Associated instead of the Team Losi Racing is because the Team Losi Racing, these balls right here that go into the cups, well, the slop meaning play inside of there is a little bit much, which keeps resulting in having damaged cups in the diff. So these right here fit a little bit more into place where it doesn't have all of that slop and doesn't damage our diff cups, which these diff cups are more of a heavy duty situation than the ones we had on before. So we weren't really worried about that anyway. But since I was at the track and bought these anyway, you know, I guess we have the total package now, if you would say. We have the total package now. We have the dog bones that we need to fit. We got the stronger cups in the diff that we need, plus that black case diff that we need. So we ready to rock and roll, baby. And yeah, I know I'm doing a pretty good job at explaining everything I'm doing to this car. I know, kudos to me, but no, even though I sound like a pro, no, I am not. We are newbies. This is Newbies on the Rise. I represent the newbies over here. You know what I'm saying? I just got as much information I could on the things that I'm doing with this car. First, making sure all the information is true so I can tell you. I want everybody to do what I'm doing. If you're a newbie in the game and you haven't gotten as far as I've gotten, you need to take all my advice. Take everything I'm telling you. That's what I'm doing it for. That's what I'm making these videos for. So newbies, we can be on the rise, baby. Not only that, you already know we got the best comment section on YouTube, baby. Yeah, the best comment section on YouTube. So I already know all my pros that know they gonna get down in the comments and let me know if I'm doing anything wrong and put me back on the right track. So yeah, I got the double bubble. Over here. And now on to my favorite part of this video. I couldn't wait to get to this part. You already know what we looking at. Yes, it is finally time for this to go. If you've been keeping up with us along our career, then you already know we got this big boy, this drag pack, this Gen Ace 200C drag battery that I have never been able to sit down flat on the chassis because the Losi battery strap is so narrow. I can only sit it in. If I sit it up like this, then it will fit in place. Then I gotta jimmy all of the wires in place, and you know, it takes time to stretch this all the way over, and it was getting to be too much. So I could not wait to fix this. Couldn't wait. And we doing it today, baby. And she's off. She is out of there. Never going back in ever again. And we got one more thing to take care of. So much better. So much better. Ah, man. You know, we're thankful for the things that we can come across, you know, in emergencies. But man, I could not wait to get that out of there and get that color match black in there. Man, that looks so much more aesthetically appealing. And what, do you ask, will be the new battery post mount? Haha, glad you asked, because I'm here to tell you. It is this Extreme Racing carbon fiber body mount. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got that old junk out of there because we could not fit the battery in there. We needed this. We needed these, baby. And ladies and gentlemen, is this the second official piece of carbon fiber that we've added to the car? Hey, we moving on up. We moving on up, baby. And if you're wondering where these posts will be sitting, they will not be sitting, of course, right here, because that's what put us in the pickle we're in the first place. We will be moving these all the way out to the outer end right here and locking them in. And it looks like we may have a whole lineup situation already. If not, I may have to edit that, or we may have to drill new holes. Can't say we'll be crossing that bridge when we get there because we're here now. So, and of course you see this is long, so we have to cut it down. We do have to cut it down in size. So let's get on that now. All right, doing a little test fitting with some random screws. I see that this situation may work out. I may have to widen up those holes on that carbon fiber body mount. Might have to widen up at least one of them. Might have to widen up one of them so they will fit all the way lined up flush together. But yep, I think we got it, people. I think we got it. Voila, she's done. Now, hold on. Hold on now. Hold on. I know some of you are scratching your head and fist pumping at the same time. Let me explain. We're gonna start with these body mounts right here. We were able to cut these down the size that we needed them to be, and we were able to widen up these holes on each ends so the screws can fit in like they're supposed to, thanks to our handy dandy Dremel. But I know you're looking at the same thing I'm looking at right here, and we're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that. We're not gonna fix it right now because we can't, but we are gonna fix that very soon. The next time you see this car, we will have spacers in between here, so we won't have this little curvature that you see right here. Now to get to this little situation that I know you've been looking at. Okay, look, check it out. I couldn't find a battery strap right here near me, somewhere I can get it in the physical, in my hand. I couldn't find a battery strap that would fit over that Gen Z's battery that we got, that big boy. So I had to do a little improvisation. Yeah, I may have made that word up, but I had to improvise. What I did was I went and bought a Velcro strap and just glued it around, and well, you see what's going on. You see what we got going on, but it's gonna work for now. It's gonna work for right now. I'm telling you, just listen to me. Just bear with me on this one. It's gonna work for now. We're gonna get a battery strap, a real RC car battery strap, but we couldn't find one in person, so we had to make it work, and we making it work for right now. I ain't gonna lie. For something that happened last minute, my little ingenuity scheme, hey, newbies on the rise, baby. Newbies on the rise. You ain't gotta like it, but I love it. Oh man, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Fit snug right in. I'm talking about it snug right on, Jack. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Newbies on the rise. Newbies on the rise. Making it work when we ain't got no other options. Making it work, baby. And it's snug on there for real. Like, it's on there. Like, it's locked down. She's locked down, baby. Locked all the way down. I ain't trying to toot my own horn here earlier or nothing, but I think it might be official. I think I might be able to officially say this. If you do not have a battery strap that can accommodate your battery situation, check it out. A whole roll of this from Michaels. A whole roll, $5, a whole roll, 4-foot roll, and you back down. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Once again, like I always say, our girl look like she's ready to lay some rubber down. Can't wait to lay some more rubber down. I also took some of the sticky side that's opposite of the fuzzy side and put it on the bottom of the battery so I can stick it down in there nice and tight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We gonna make sure it's down. We gonna make sure it's down. Now to get to this mystery bag that was containing the co-captain's car that he dropped off to me. In the midst of me doing all of the Phantom Menace's work to the co-captain's car, because yes, I already know what's coming with the co-captain's car because I do all the work. Co-cap's never here. The scary hours here in the mechanic shop. Late nights, wee hours. Co-captain's never here. After duplicating everything I did to my car to his car, with the exception of this battery holder, this wheelie bar, of course, and that diff, which the co-captain is gonna have to get soon. Oh yeah, those drive shafts right there. Those drive shafts, they may look a little familiar. Well, those are my drive shafts that I just took out of my car that were perfectly fine. And the reason why they're in the co-captain's car is because he smoked them. Yeah, the Willie King been out here getting active, y'all. The Willie King is getting active, and you can see by the bend in that drive shaft. The Willie King, woo! Hey, Willie King, man, you gotta get together. We gotta dial you in, man. Too much power. But to save time for either one of us going out to get some new ones, what we did was I just put the ones that I just took out of my car and put them in his car. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. We work together over here. You know what I'm saying? If I can help, I'm definitely gonna help. I'm not gonna have the co-captain out there off the line with this. We're not gonna do that. We got race day coming up. Yep, if you don't know, now you know we got race day coming up very soon. So we gotta be ready. Co-captain gotta be ready as he can be. The Willie King also smoked his spur gear. And it's only right there. The rest of it is perfectly fine. It's just that one, yeah, you see where it's grooving in, and the way that is digging in is, yeah, you can see it right there. Yeah, that's bad business. So we needed a plan B, and I had it. Yes, sir, this is that same 84-2 spur gear that I had in the stash that I didn't know I had, that I needed in emergency situation. Well, it turns out we needed it again for the co-captain. Our recycle game is getting outrageous over here. Now, even though the Willie King can't use his carbon fiber slipper pads, which are still in good shape, might I add, he's back on the road. He's back down, baby. He's back. he can lay some rubber down. And what did I tell you? What did I tell you? I told you. After I went yellow, the co-captain was gonna go red. I told you the Phantom Menace strikes again. Oh man, we put in some work in the mechanic shop today, baby. Had to get our bad girls back rocking and rolling the right way, cause like I said, yes, we do have a race coming up. Me and the co-captain, sooner than you know. Matter of fact, when you'll be watching this video, me and the co-captain will be laying rubber down. Back out there at Great Lakes Dragaway in Union Grove, Wisconsin with the 847 No Prep Eliminators, baby, for that next club race, baby. Me and the co-captain, locked in. Willie King, I need you locked in, baby. Sunday, September 28th. Like I said, yeah, by the time this video come out, me and the co-captain will be knee deep in laying rubber down, baby. We locking it in. 22s coming soon. 22s coming soon, baby. I'm telling you, learning the ins and outs of these cars is, man, it's definitely a process. As soon as you think you got it down, something else hits you in the face. I'm telling you, it's always something. But I'm glad we're learning the ropes. Newbies on the rise, baby. Newbies on the rise. I'm glad we learning the ropes. Everything we don't know, we learning. We learning it on the fly. Co-captains, fastest pass on record, I think was that 264. 264 may have been faster when he pulled that Willie King move with Nick. If he would have crossed the line, I don't know. But he say he wants to go 2.5s. I'm calling it now. Co-captain will be 2.3s, 2.4s. I don't want to jump the gun. 2.4s. Co-captain, I'm putting you at 2.4s the next time your tires hit the ground. Now, while we lock in and get ready, you already know what I need you to do. I've already told you to do it, so I need you to keep doing it and get down in the comments. Let us know what you think about our journey into no prep RC car drag racing thus far. How do you think the season went for us? How do you think it's going for us? How do you think we're doing? Let us know down in the comments. Tell a friend to tell 2-3 more friends to get in tune with the channel, baby. I'm D Adams. Till the next time, I'm driving. Co-captain for a test hit. Oh. Co-captain, what's going on? Co-captain? What did you do wrong?